Hi, everyone. This is Harold with the Pawprint Animal Rescue Podcast at the Bay Area Pet Fair, part 2 of our interview series, just kind of wandering the halls. Great event today. Also on Facebook, you can check out, we recorded a couple of different talks, one by Jackson Galaxy, the man behind My Cat from Hell, popular show on Animal Planet. He gave a great talk. Really gave some practical advice, but also just if you're a cat lover, he really just pumped you up and got you energized and really just excited about the world of cats and of course the world of being a cat owner and cat lover. So he was wonderful. And then for behavior folks, people who want to learn more about dog training and sort of dog training tips and the behavior behind it, Dr. Ian Dunbar gave a long talk and really helpful, really just had just a wonderful way of introducing behavior and how to give some practical tips on training your animal. So with that said, going to be wandering the halls and see you in a moment. All right, just state your first and last name.
Judy Edwards-Wright.
Great. And Mark?
Mark Scivener.
Right. And do I have your permission to record? All right, awesome. So maybe tell us about your organization and where you guys are based.
This is the Brandy Sled Dog Rescue Organization. Melissa and Larry are the owners, and we're their volunteer crew. We're all parents of dogs from their organization. I have a Siberian Husky, Japanese Inu, and Mark has.
I have a Malamute and a Husky.
This is amazing. You have more volunteers in this tiny little space. And plus with your blue shirts, you really stand out. So sounds like a little bit of passion behind the sled dog rescue. So what really give me some examples of sled dogs.
So sled dogs refers generically to northern breed dogs like Huskies, like Malamutes, large northern breed dogs that are working dogs that are used to pulling.
Absolutely. And then how in general do you find dogs to rescue?
So they actually get called by shelters, right, Mark? So if a sled dog comes into a shelter, they will reach out and contact Brandy Sled Dogs to see if they can place the sled dog with this organization.
What makes sled dogs in general so wonderful as pets?
Well, they're very affectionate. They're very loyal, very loving animals. And they're just irresistible.
Absolutely. Beautiful dogs, right? Now some of them tend to be pretty large dogs. So what are the exercise requirements? What makes them sort of unusual?
You have to want to exercise your pet. And we had another dog, an Australian cattle dog, and I knew she'd be better off with a partner, with a sibling. And so we were online and saw our dog, Tigger, who's quite a character. He's absolutely beautiful with striking blue eyes, and he has this personality that pops from the screen. And I knew right then and there that was going to be our next dog, and we just waited patiently because there were other people in line who wanted him as well. And they tried some placements that didn't work, and Tigger came and met our dog, and after an initial interaction where they had to kind of figure out who's who and who's boss, he settled into the family, and he's been the best addition to our house that I've ever had. We do have I have 2 children, and I have a college-age nephew, and between the 4 of us, we walk them for close to an hour every day.
Okay, great. Now, how do apartments work, condos work for these types of dogs?
They can work, but the dogs don't want to be cooped up all day, every day. So if you're going to live in an apartment with an active dog, you need to be committed to when you come home, you take the dog out right away.
Exactly. So, and then in general, are they great sort of with other animals, or are they better just with humans?
So our dog loves it. We have a zoo. So we have 2 dogs, a cat, a hamster, and we have 2 aquariums and a koi pond. So he loves that his world is filled with other living things, and he settled in right away. He's very bonded to me when I come home at night, but he is my husband's dog. So they have this very special relationship, and he's He's really quite a character, as I said. He's got a lot of personality, and that's kind of what we love. And we needed a companion for my other dog. She's kind of anxious, and I wanted her to feel like there was someone that would protect her and someone she could turn to and someone she could bond with. And that's what happened for us. We were just really fortunate.
So how does the application and the interview process work?
So we have an application that you fill out. Then we talk to you. We want to make sure the dog is a right fit for you. We want to make sure you understand what you're getting into with the breed, with the dog. Make sure the personalities are a good fit. And if everything looks good, then there's an adoption fee, which offsets some of the cost of all the veterinary bills and the care and feeding for the dog. And then you're on your way. But I should point out, we are there for the life of the dog. So you adopt a dog from us, it's actually in the contract. If anything happens and you can't take care of the dog or don't want the dog or can't afford the dog or whatever, we take the dog back, no questions asked.
Wonderful support. Great. Were you going to add something?
I was just going to say, I think that's why you see so many volunteers. This is a little bit of a family affair, and we show up and we put in a few hours is all, but we get to meet each other. And these dogs, you know, I think Melissa and Larry are really special. They have a dozen of their own dogs, and then they foster between 12 and 15. They live on some property in Salinas and can do that, but they're very selective about who they put their dogs up for adoption with. They were very selective about us, and I appreciate that kind of scrutiny. And we weren't sure how Sadie reacted at first. I said, can we take the weekend? And we had a dog trainer come in. By the end of the weekend, everything had settled, but I was confident that if it hadn't, Melissa and Larry would have been there on Monday to take Tigger back. And it's all about what's in the best interest for the dog.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, both of you. How has the Bay Area Pet Fair experience been for you?
It's been awesome. We've adopted about 12 dogs already this morning.
Today?
Today, this morning, yes.
That's incredible. Including the application process?
Correct, yes.
Wow. Did the folks actually fill the stuff out before they got here, or did some folks actually fill it out?
Some did, and some were on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
I'd also like just add a couple extra things about why these dogs make such great pets. They are all characters. They have really strong personalities. They're all different, but they are all characters in their own right. And then just another word about Melissa and Larry. I've never seen two individuals so dedicated to taking care of animals.
That's what a testament, right?
Yes. Anytime I call Melissa and Larry, they are going to pick up a dog from a shelter, taking a dog to or from the vet, delivering a dog to someone who's adopting. It's all they do, 24/7.
Is it important to find a veterinarian who really specializes or has a better knowledge of sled dogs?
I don't know about that, but what we did was we found a veterinarian that offered us a pro plan. So we pay monthly so that we can take Tigger in anytime we need to and make sure his teeth get cleaned every single year. It allows that kind of level of care to be affordable for us as a middle-income family. So I think that's important. Finding a good vet is crucial. And again, Larry and Melissa are always available if you have a question or a concern. I know their vets are always available as well if we ever needed to seek special advice about our particular breeds.
All right, thank you so much. Finally, what's the best way to find you guys, either online or phone number or however?
BrandySledDogRescue.org.
Okay, great. Thank you both.
Kim Labarber Smith.
And what organization are you with, and where are you located?
Tiny Paws Pug Rescue. We're headquartered in Santa Cruz, California, but we cover really Northern California and the Central Coast.
Awesome. So what's been your experience like at this Bay Area Pet Fair?
Wow, this is really something. This is our first year at the Bay Area Pet Fair, and we've had a lot of people come and visit us who have never heard of us. We've adopted out 5 pugs.
Awesome.
And we've adopted out one of our senior dogs, which we've had for a while, so we're always really excited when we adopt out a senior dog. So it's been really it's been fantastic.
Right. I mean, it's amazing to have literally thousands and thousands of people walking by your table. So
And also, what's great is that, we're a nonprofit. So the fact that Pet Food Express, donates $70 for every adoption that we make today really helps us as a rescue.
That's right. I mean, you're not really paying a lot or laying out a lot of money to have to present.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about pugs and what makes pugs great pets.
Okay, so pugs are natural clowns. Sometimes they call it the clown dog. And they love to be with people. So what we find is when we're interviewing people that are adopting a pug for the first time, we really talk to them about the whole personality of the pug and what a pug needs to thrive. And they really need you. They need the owner. And so what we find, particularly with our rescues, because sometimes they come in a little bit damaged, is we want to make sure that the people that are adopting are home, and that somebody who works from home or somebody who is in sales that is in and out of the house where the dog isn't left alone for a long period of time, or has maybe a grandparent living in the house, that's the ideal household.
So they really want the companionship.
Yeah, they want to go everywhere with you. I mean, pugs love the couch. They love to eat. And so, pugs, we try and find we want to pair them with the right people and the right family so that they thrive and that the people are really very happy.
Is it true what they say about pugs? They're kind of like potato chips. You can't just stop at one?
That is absolutely right. My first pug, someone told me that, and I am now at 3. And I have a few fosters in my house, so that's absolutely true.
Great. Apartments and condos, are those areas where pugs can thrive?
So actually, senior pugs or middle-aged pugs, that's the perfect spot because pug puppies, they can be pretty busy. I mean, they chew everything, and I find that they go through the puppy stage for about 2 years, which I think people are not aware of, and they can be pretty destructive. So we find that a lot of people overlook the senior dogs, and the senior dogs are perfect for an apartment because they don't need a lot of exercise and they don't need a lot of space. They sleep a lot and they just want to be with you.
Right. Big vote for seniors. What is the application process or the interview process?
So the application, we've got our application online. We're at tinypawspugrescue.org. You go through into our forms section. You can fill out an application. Then what we'll do is we'll give you a call. We'll talk to you about what you're looking for, what type of personality would work with your family. And then what we do is we will go and do a home check. Make sure that when we send our pug to your house, that pug is going to be safe and secure. Because sometimes, you do get a runner, because it's an unfamiliar place. So that's really important to us. And that's it. I mean, and then, the pug community is so amazing. So, I was talking about Pugoween, so we've got that upcoming,
Yeah, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so Pugoween is October 14th. It's in Corlitos, which is just outside Santa Cruz, and it's in a U-Pick apple orchard. So you can go and pick apples. Fuji apples will be ripe at that time. We're going to have live music. We're going to have a barbecue. We'll have a corral for all the pugs, and we're going to have a costume contest. So, I mean, I'll tell you, the pug community is really amazing, and really what we do at Tiny Paws Pug Rescue is we look to build a community. This isn't just about adopting out. It's really about building a community, and we love when our fosters come back and we get to see our fosters again, so that's important.
All right, awesome. So tell us again, what's the best way to find Tiny Paws?
So I will tell you, we do have a website, tinypawspugrescue.org, but we are very active on Instagram and Facebook, and we are up and coming on Twitter.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
Great. Just tell me your first and last name.
Shannon Shelby.
Great. And what organization are you with? And obviously, where are you located?
I'm from FAAS, which is the Friends of the Alameda Animal Shelter in Alameda.
Great. And so tell us a little bit about your organization, because I'm already seeing a variety of animals, including rabbits.
Yes, so we're an open intake shelter, so we take in rabbits, dogs, cats, roosters, geese.
So you actually represent the actual city shelter?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, so you really do get everybody, or everybody, every species.
Yes, exactly, yeah. We can have a wide variety at any time, any point in time there.
What makes Alameda either a special place or a challenge for sort of lost animals?
Well, Alameda is a great small community, so everyone is there, and everyone loves the shelter, so they're always willing to help in any way possible. But it can be a challenge, too, because everyone knows how well Alameda Shelter is, so we'll get tons of animals from outside of the city, which we can't really do, but of course we'll want to help as many as we can.
All right. What's your experience been so far at the Bay Area Pet Fair?
It's been fun. We've had one dog adoption so far, a bunch of people looking at us, but asking us a bunch of questions, so it's been a good day.
What's usually the application process or the interview process?
So we like to have you spend time with the animal, get to know them. If they rent, we do have to see something saying it's okay to own an animal. If you own, we'll just keep going forward, and hopefully you fall in love with one of them.
In general, why should folks consider a rescued animal?
Because they need homes too. You know, a rescue animal can show you so much love and attention. Because before they could have been neglected, they could have been strays, and they're just looking for that love themselves, just like people are.
So, of course, I do see a couple of beautiful bunnies, some rabbits. How do you, outside of dogs and cats, how do you try to find potential adopters for whether it's a rabbit or a goose or a duck?
So for the wildlife, well, not wildlife, but livestock type of animals, we do reach out more to farms. We'll go outside the city limits. We actually got 6 roosters at one point, and we contacted in Manteca, a farm out there, and they took all of our roosters. And then bunnies are actually a great first pet. Most people don't know that if you're allergic to dogs and cats, you're not really allergic to bunnies. It's very rare to be allergic to bunnies, but they're awesome. And you can also leash train a bunny too.
I love that. All right. Leash training a bunny. Actually, Jackson Galaxy was just talking about leash training cats. So definitely some things to think about. So any particular animals that you want to highlight right now, either the ones here or the ones at the shelter?
Well, with me today, I have a great 10-year-old dog, Pippa. I don't know why she's still with us. She is amazing, completely house trained. And then she'll get in these moods where she just acts like a puppy and does these jumps and zoomies everywhere. And she's an amazing dog. She's actually just been laying at my feet, super well behaved, gets along with other dogs. She's been good with the cats and rabbits too.
Awesome. So Pippa, give Pippa a shot, right? Finally, what's the best way to find Friends of the Alameda Shelter?
So we actually have a website, alamedaanimalshelter.org. You can also check out our Facebook, Friends of the Alameda Animal Shelter, and we're on Twitter and Instagram as well.
Great. Thank you so much, Shannon.
My name is Amber Jocelyn.
And what organization are you with, and where are you based?
The East Bay SPCA, and I work at the Dublin shelter, but we also have an Oakland location.
Yes, both in Oakland and Dublin. So really, you do cover most of the East Bay, right?
Correct.
Now, you have a huge space, so I'm guessing you have already adopted out a lot of animals today.
So far, we've gotten 6 animals adopted out, and we're hoping to clear out the rest today and even hit a higher number tomorrow.
People don't know how big an organization you are. I mean, would you happen to know how many animals a year you try to adopt out?
I think we're up in the 3,000.
Wow, that's a lot of animals. Okay, all right, great. So what's been your experience so far at the Bay Area Pet Fair?
It's been super positive. Everybody is really excited, super enthusiastic. It's been a really great experience working with Pet Food Express and then working closely with all of these other organizations. Everyone kind of just bands together and helps everybody. We're all here for the same cause, and it's just a beautiful event. Right.
I mean, it's just, everybody's trying to do the same thing, so no need to compete.
Exactly. We're all trying to get everyone adopted. We're all on the same page, so no competition. It's really great.
Now, were you here last year as well?
I was here.
Yeah. I mean, what did you think? Do you feel like today's crowd is just about as big as last year?
Yeah, I think it comes in waves, definitely. In the morning, I think it's just this huge rush and everybody's adrenaline is going. And then it kind of tapers off in the early afternoon and then kind of speeds up again. But definitely the mornings is when you get hit hard.
Right. Why should folks consider a rescue animal?
Because these animals, they're they come from bad backgrounds or from situations, and they're really given a second chance, and they're behaviorally evaluated, they're vaccinated, they're neutered, altered, they're microchipped. They really are. The rescues really try to set these animals up for success and finding them the perfect homes, and really putting it out that these aren't, they're not coming with baggage. They're these amazing, wonderful animals looking for families, and the rescues really try to pair them with the right home, and I think that's what most people really want.
Right. Plus, in addition, you even offer training classes if people are willing to pay for them.
Absolutely. So we want to set our adopters up with the most success. So we want them to use us as a resource. So we do offer training classes, puppy classes. We do boarding. We do humane education. So we go to different classrooms. So we really do try to reach all ages, all walks of life. We want to be that resource that people can go to and be like, hey, I need help and I didn't know about this. And we want to be there as a safety net.
Awesome. So what's the best way to find the East Bay SPCA?
So you can always go to our website. We update it every 20 minutes, so you can always see the latest information. You can see the animals that are available for adoption, and you can go to eastbayspca.org.
Awesome. And just to let you know, my wife and I, our very first dog was adopted from the East Bay SPCA, and unfortunately, she got into a car accident. But that was really the reason why we even started this podcast, was kind of in honor of her. So yeah.
So that's beautiful, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys gave her a great life while she was here.
Yeah, and we definitely took advantage of the training classes in Oakland. So
awesome! That's so awesome to hear. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you, Amber.
Yeah,
all right. First and last name.
Hi, I'm Allison Himsl.
Great. And what's your organization and where are you located?
So it's a New Day Animal Rescue. We're based out of Pinole, California, but we're foster based, so we're really all over the Bay Area.
Right. So tell us a little bit, because we haven't really talked about fostering so far today. What does it take to be a foster, and what are you kind of looking for?
So fosters anybody who is willing to take in a homeless animal, ideally help give them some confidence, some love, some security, some training ideally, and allow them to build some confidence so that way they learn their personality, figure out what type of ideal home would be a perfect fit for that dog and for the family looking for a companion.
Right. And sometimes for humans, it's a good way for them to not have to commit permanently. Sometimes they fail, but anyways. How has your experience at the Bay Area Pet Fair been so far?
It's absolutely been phenomenal. So this is actually our first big adoption event. So we started this process about a year ago, last September, and this was our first event that we had in mind that we wanted to kind of launch ourselves as a rescue, and it's been a phenomenal experience. So there's been great people that we've met, incredible dogs, really cute dogs, all sorts of animals, different vendors. It's been a great environment, great energy, and we will definitely be back.
Where do you tend to pull your animals from?
All the local shelters in the Bay Area. So the majority of our animals come from Contra Costa Animal Services currently, but where there's a need, we're willing to make a drive and pull the animal that would be a good fit for our rescue, as long as we have the right foster, which brings me to a good point that whether it's our rescue or it's another rescue, there's always a constant need for fosters, because the rescues can only pull animals if there's somewhere for them to go and be homed.
Any particular animals you'd like to highlight that you currently are either fostering or recently adopted?
So we have our first two dogs that we've pulled, Violet and Emma. So Violet is out of Contra Costa Animal Services. Emma is pulled from Berkeley Animal Services. So they're both two young, sweet girls, and we're trying to find them nice, loving homes. They're both a little bit timid, so we're looking for someone patient or a patient family for them, willing to help build their confidence. Both really good cuddlers, so that's where we're starting out right now. But we have a bigger picture in mind. We really want to do some things a little bit different than some of the other local shelters, where we like to be able to pull large breed animals, move into farm animals, pigs, chickens, maybe some reptiles, some birds. So again, that all depends on the foster pool that we're able to develop.
What gave you an inspiration to start your own rescue?
That's a great question. So for us, actually, the group that started, myself included, we were all shelter employees initially, or volunteers initially. So We've been volunteers. Our longest going volunteer has about a decade of experience. The rest of us having between 5 to 7 years in the county animal shelter as far as the background. So we had talked previously about one day moving towards developing a rescue, and the opportunity arose. We kind of banded together, and with our background, we thought there's some real potential for us to make an impact in a positive manner. So we're hoping to work well with other rescue groups and see what we're capable of achieving.
A lot of work, but some hopefully some really positive payoffs, right?
Yes, absolutely. So the work is well worth the payoff. So we can't save them all, but we can save one at a time. And as long as, I think, not only us, but all those rescue groups out there, as long as we remember that, that's where the impact is for that one individual animal.
What's the best way to find your organization, either online or social media?
Absolutely. So social media, you can look up either It's a New Day Animal Rescue on Instagram or on Facebook. And you can also visit us at itsanewdayanimalrescue.org, where you can find more resources, whether it's adoptable animals, foster applications, anything of the sort. Any interest you may have, please feel free to reach out, get in contact. We're looking to work with great people that are positive, have a good attitude, and also want to make a difference with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your first ever Bay Area Pet Fair.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Vanessa Borrero.
And your organization and where you're based.
We're Greyhound Friends for Life, and we're based out of Windsor, Santa Rosa, California.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful area. So tell me, I mean, how do you get into Greyhound rescue?
You lose the dog. No, I'm just kidding. No, how I got involved with this group is I actually had dogs get out by accident, and I didn't know anybody. I had just relocated back, and I posted it on Craigslist, and these guys seen my post, and they came to my house in force. I had 15 people that I've never known before with their dogs helping me look for my dog.
And at the time, it was a Greyhound.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so you just okay. That's an interesting way to start. Awesome. So, what makes Greyhounds special or unique?
The fact that even though they're a large dog, they're very low key, very, very cat-like. How I see it is they sleep a lot and they like to cuddle. They're not really reactionary to things that are going on around them. Like she doesn't react to the mailman coming by, and they're just kind of a laid-back dog.
In general, what's the community been like? I mean, is it kind of easy to find other Greyhound lovers, or are they kind of spread out?
Well, we're spread out through all of Northern California, but the community is very well connected. Whether it's the East Coast, the West Coast, we all kind of, everybody knows somebody who's in it, and they generate a lot of interest. Like today, right now we're not that busy, but this morning we had so many people here so interested in the dogs. It's great to get the word out about them and what great pets they make.
What's been your experience at the Bay Area Pet Fair so far?
It's been great. Everybody's been really nice. They put up a really good, event. I mean, they supply you with everything. They just want you to have the best possible situation to get dogs adopted. We don't do on-site adoption because we have our own process. But just seeing all the dogs, all the animals, I keep saying dogs, but all the animals that are getting adopted and getting the exposure to find a forever home is awesome.
Yeah. What's your application and interview process like?
Well, you go to our website and fill out the application. We say you should be brutally honest about your lifestyle, other pets and whatnot. And then there's a phone interview, and then there's a home visit. And if everything checks out, it's all about finding the right dog for the family.
Now, Greyhounds are often known as the fastest couch potato you'll ever meet, but what are the exercise requirements?
No more than any other dog. I mean, just because they're the fastest dog doesn't require them to any more exercise. I always tell people, if you take a leisure walk around your neighborhood or around the park, whatever, that's good enough for them too. They don't need hours on end like some of the other breeds do.
Awesome. What is the best way to find your organization, either online or social media?
Online, we have a closed Facebook group, but online we're at www.greyhoundfriendsforlife.org.
Oh, and one last thing. Tell us a little bit about this beautiful, I mean, to me it looks like a long-haired Greyhound, but you actually set me straight. Tell me a little bit more about him or her. Tell me a little bit more about her.
She's a 2-year-old staghound, which is a deerhound-greyhound mix. The long fur comes from the deerhound side, but still all the same characteristics of the greyhound. And our group do rescue other dogs besides the retired racers. We bring in the Galgos from Spain, the greyhounds from Korea, Salukis from Dubai. We and the mixes. She's a mix from the Central Valley.
But all beautiful dogs, and of course all have somewhat similar characteristics, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so just say your first and last name.
Brenda Burke.
And what organization are you with, and where are you guys located?
I'm with Jameson Animal Rescue Ranch, and we're located in Napa.
That's right, beautiful Napa, California. So tell us a little bit about what's been your experience so far at the Bay Area Pet Fair.
Oh my goodness, we love this pet fair. Great people. We came out with 4 little kittens, and we pretty much have them all adopted. People love to come up. We don't let the kittens outside, and they've been wonderfully supportive and wanting to get the kittens. We have our first time limited t-shirt, Jameson Animal t-shirt, and that
beautiful t-shirt.
Thank you. It's exciting to have something that we can actually sell and raise some money for the animals.
Now, in speaking to Bergen Verdu, past guest, she mentioned that, Jameson's really grown very fast in a pretty short amount of time. What do you think has been sort of the magic behind that?
Well, we're very goal focused, so it's all about the animals. We rescue all domestic animals. We're a very hardworking organization. We're very focused oriented. We have a goal to end overpopulation and hunger and cruelty for the animals. So we do all that it takes. We have an amazing community in Napa and surrounding. Our programs reach far and wide, but we've got an amazing volunteer group that help us get the word out, and we do lots of community outreach programs.
Now, of course, California suffered a lot of wildfires. Even last year, of course, wine country suffered a lot. How has that really affected your organization?
Well, actually, it's affected us a great amount because we are now very involved in disaster preparedness. We're a part of the Napa CART. All of our team is getting trained in certification in Napa CART and disaster preparedness. We're very organized with the counties now so that we can get behind county fire lines. We're working with the fire chiefs, the police department. So it really did impact us. So now we have the authorities to get behind the lines and actually do some good without the past. We were pretty rogue, so we would go back, and it was all about the animals. So it's impacted us a great deal. We've learned a lot. We're very organized in making sure that we help our community be prepared for the next disaster.
So, a lot of the organization, or most of the organizations here, they're really traditional dog rescue, cat rescue, fostering. Jameson obviously is trying to grow beyond that. So what would you say is sort of Jameson Animal Rescue Ranch's, mission, if there is one?
Well, our mission is to really prevent surrendering. We do that through some of our programs that we have that financially supports, for instance, seniors, the homeless, low-income families, help them take care of their animals. So it's prevention. It's preventing animals from being sick, from having the vet bills, making sure that we offer veterinary services, free vaccination clinics. So our mission is to just lower the euthanasia rate, which we're doing, to rescue as many animals as we can and educate. Probably the priority is educating the community how to better take care and secure their animals.
Awesome. So what's the best way to find Jameson Animal Rescue Ranch, either online or social media?
Well, social media, online. Our website is www.jamesonanimalrescueranch.org. Napa Valley. You're welcome to call us. Our founder will take anybody's call and be happy to talk to you and answer any questions. We're very excited. We purchased some property, so we're able to have all of our farmed animals in one location now in Napa Valley and Caneros.
Right.
So, yeah, we're a force to be reckoned with. It's all about the animals.
Absolutely. Okay, that's part 2 of our Bay Area Pet Fair interviews. So many great organizations. I'm now realizing there is no way I'm going to interview all of them or maybe even half of them. But you can check out all these great organizations on our show notes. Go to thisispawprint.com. We just want to say thanks to Mike Murray, as well as the entire crew at Pet Food Express. They do such an amazing job. So thanks again, and see you next time for part 3.